Hello and welcome. Now for the whole of 2020, I'm doing a no buy / low buy. This is my update for November. We're going to talk about how much I made, how much I spent on what were the categories I did my spending in, how much I was able to save. I'm also going to share with you all the new things I brought into my life. I have a few items I purchased myself, as well as some lovely gifts from family and friends because November was my birthday. And then I'm also going to share with you the one item actually I used up this month. And I'm getting so excited because 1 month left and this challenge for 2020 is over, and I'm really looking forward to adding up all the data and looking at how successful this challenge was, how much I was able to save, how many things I purchased. So that video will be coming to you in only a month's time. And I'm also looking forward to the fact that 2021 is around the corner. And I'm going to be continuing this challenge just with a few different rules and also with an element of cash budgeting. So I can link the video where I share with you my game plan for 2021 if you are thinking about doing some kind of challenge yourself. Might give you a little bit of inspiration. And yeah, let's jump in. So the first thing is this, which is a toothbrush that I have used up. You need to replace your toothbrushes every now and again because the bristles obviously like spray out. So this one has been finished and replaced. So that's the only thing I used up this month. The next things is what I brought into my life. I'm going to share with you the things I purchased first. So the first two items I have is these. One is a pack of laminating paper, which is this one, and the other is this book of like cardstock. It's called a paper pad, but basically it's lots of beautiful different patterns which you might recognize if you've watched my cash stuffing for November video. But pretty much this is the thing that I use to make all those lovely cash envelopes. So I picked that up from Spotlight, and yeah, it's just got all these lovely pretty patterns, and then I used that and I borrowed a friend's laminator with the laminating pages and I made these lovely envelopes which I'm very happy and proud of. So yeah, those are the first two things I purchased. Everything else I needed to make these I already had, and then I just, like I said, borrowed the laminator from someone else because I didn't want to buy my own because I only really need it to make these, and then I wouldn't need a laminator for anything else. So those are things I purchased, and then there's two other items that I purchased which are, I'm gonna say, guilty pleasure items because like I'm mildly addicted to cardigans, and yes, I bought some more cardigans. I know this year I'm not really meant to be doing clothes, so this does pretty much break my no buy. However, I did need some lighter cardigans because we're going into summer and it gets very hot, although I still want something to like protect my shoulders and arms from the sun. So I wanted some lighter ones, and then I just decided to go to my favorite store. They had a massive sale on and I picked up this one, which I really love. I don't really have anything green in my wardrobe, so I wanted to test that out. If you're keeping count, I have purchased a total of 9 items of clothing throughout 2020, and 6 of them have been cardigans. I know, I have a serious issue, but I really, really love them and I've been wearing them so much since I purchased them. So those are all the things that I've purchased. Now for the lovely gifts. So November 21st is my birthday, and I am pretty fortunate because most of my family and friends and people in my life do know that I like to practice minimalism. There's not really a lot of things I do need or want in my life, and if I did have them, I would ask very specifically for it, or I would just buy it myself. So my dad and some family members gave me a little bit of money, which was really, really lovely of them. And my mum said that she would buy my flight back to America because I'm going to go back and continue my studies and my volunteer program in the next couple of months. Just fingers crossed that I get all the visas and approvals and stuff like that because of what's been going on in the world. It's a lot harder to travel than it used to be. So I'm very, very fortunate to have those lovely things as my gifts for my birthday, and then some of the physical things that I got given. So my lovely friends know that I love a comedian called James Acaster, so they got me 2 stickers that I've actually put on my laptop in relationship to some of his like comedy stand-up sketches. So this one's like too good for a free banana, and that one is goddamn I love these peaches. So he has a Netflix special where he has like 4 shows and then they all come together. It's like so perfectly done. But that's what this quote here is from. And then they also got me a little pin that says "Boil the Jug," which is also from another one of his stand-up things. Actually, no, it's from the Netflix one. Those are 2 really funny things that like brings me a lot of joy because I really love his comedy. And then another thing they got me was this t-shirt that says "Puppet Arms Up Red," because the podcast that he's on, or that he like helps co-run, he yells this at every guest that comes on, so it brings me a lot of joy as well. So those were some really lovely like things that were very specific to like what I like and appreciate, so I really was really happy with those things. Then so that was 2 of my friends went in on that, and then one of the friends is a graphic designer. She's very good. She made me this beautiful little zine. It's called What Am I Doing With My Life? A Comprehensive Guide to a Life Crisis. This was actually from my other birthday last year. However, she printed it for me this year because the printing job didn't work very well last time. And then another thing she made was this little book of coupons, although I'm not going to show the front page because it does have all the names of the people involved and their last names. So it's just kind of like a bit of an inside joke with some of the things that I just love that people do for me. Like, I'm someone that gets a lot of joy out of like my friends driving me places or doing my dishes, and there's just like lots of fun random little coupons that a couple of my friends, like my 2 friends, went in to create them for me, and they're like basically like an hour FaceTime call with one of my friends, or like my cat is also involved in this. Like, I'm allowed to pat my cat. There's a coupon to pat her for as long as I want to. So it's just kind of like a sweet fun thing, but actually I can claim those coupons when I want to. So that was really lovely of them. I also received some flowers and chocolate, and then another friend got me this beautiful candle, which I do love a nice candle every now and again as like a little meditative like prayer moment. I like light it when I'm going to do a little meditation, so that was really lovely. So those were all the beautiful things that I received. And if you watched my update, maybe it was like 2 months ago, my grandma sent me underwear and some pouches, which was for my birthday as well, but it came really early because she was worried for how long the post would take from the UK. So those are the kind of things that I get for my birthday. Someone who's interested in minimalism and communicates that to my family members. So anyway, now let's jump into the money side of things. So I did receive a bit of money for my birthday. I haven't included that into what I've made. I just put that straight into my savings, and I'm keeping that separated just because, I don't know, it was complicated to me because I'm also doing my finances based off when I have to pay my taxes and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, for the month of November, the money that I made from work, from going to work every day, was $12,912.57. Once again, like, I think I've been saying this the last few months, but this has actually been the most amount of money I've made in a month. So that is pretty crazy. So that's how much I made. I spent a total of $1,823.09. That gives me a grand savings this month of $11,089.48. So yeah, it's pretty crazy how much I made during this month. The main figure, the $12,912.57, that's gross, so I haven't taken my tax away from that, so take about 25% away from that. So the $11,000 as well that I've saved, 25% of that does need to kind of go to paying for my taxes and things like that. But yeah, because I always forget to mention that in the videos. I always talk about it in gross because that's just how it comes into my bank account, and then I sort that all out later. So anyway, the next thing is to talk about the different categories. We've got gas for $179.85. So that was pretty close to actually what it was last month. And yeah, because I did budget for the month of November, I came in under budget for the gas category. Groceries was $156.61. Another month where I spent quite a bit less on groceries than I usually do, and another category that I budgeted $200 for, so I definitely cut that category down quite a bit. Eating out with friends, I am so happy about this. If people have been watching these updates, you know that eating out with friends is always like one of my biggest spending categories. However, the month of November, I created a budget, I used cash, and this is literally, I've been using cash and it's just automatically decreased my spendings. I don't know why, like I wasn't actively trying to spend less, but it just naturally happened. So eating out with friends, for the whole month, I spent $144.25, and usually I budget $200 for that category, and I usually spend a bit over that. So I'm very, very happy with that. Things, I spent a total of $124.50. That's a bit of a different one. I don't specifically budget things, but there's like different things associated with that. But anyway, we'll talk about that in my next cash stuffing video, which I'm going to be filming probably after this. The next is my cat. I spent $13.30, which I budgeted $40 for her for the month, so that definitely came in way under. Bills, I spent $595. Gifts slash experiences, I spent $221.38. So this one is getting a bit higher because I did do a few things this month. I went to a concert, I went to a spa day with some friends, and I went to the movies, and then I also spent quite a bit on gifts because I'm getting ready and organizing my Christmas presents for the month of December. Christmas is coming soon. The next was my miscellaneous category for $358.20. So $170 I had to spend to go to the dentist. I was literally at the dentist for like 18 minutes, I reckon. And it cost me $170, which is just wild. My physio, I had 2 appointments with my physio. That was $80 each, and then I spent $28 I think on postage to send my mum a little Christmas present. Eating out with my client, I spent $30. So that was all my expenses. That was the breakdown. But honestly, doing this cash budgeting thing, I've literally done it for 1 month, has already decreased my spending by so much. And I wasn't actively trying to do it. I kind of budgeted around what I usually spend anyway when I'm spending on my card. So that's been really interesting to see that observation. So anyway, I hope that you've liked this update for November. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!